that you all are fine and staying at home, and also you are enjoying this tough time of lockdown. With the same, I, Sakshi Chawla, welcomes you all in the English session of class 9th. So today, before starting the session, first of all I would like to request you all to kindly complete your work on time so that it will be beneficial for you in the future. Right? So let us begin the session. So today we are going to study the poem of 3rd chapter. The name of the poem is Rain on the Roof. Okay, as you can see on the board, the name of the poem is Rain on the Roof and it is written by poetess Kinney. Okay, he is the man who has written the poem. So till now you must have understood that how we are going to study the poem. In the previous videos also you must have noticed how we are going to study the poem. Like very first we will study about the introduction of the poet. Then we will go through a short central idea of the poem and then we will study the poem paragraph wise. Okay, so let us begin the introduction of the poet. I hope and I request you all that you are having one pencil with you and you should note down everything in the book. See, name of the poet is Poetess Kinney. The person who was born in the year 1826 in the month of November. Okay, Poetess Kinney was born on November 1826. He took birth in New York. Also, that's why he is known as an American poet. Being an American poet, not only poet, he was having many other professions as well. Like he was a lawyer, he was a politician, and also he worked in American army as an army man. Okay, and then he died in the month of January in the year 1904. See, you can look at the picture. I have pasted one picture in the video of the poet. He is the one who has written the poem Rain on the Roof and the name of the poet is Poetess Kinney. Now, this was the introduction of the poet. Let us begin the central idea. Like what the whole poem is all about, right? See, you can see the name of the poem Rain on the Roof. Well, you know what is the meaning of rain? Roof means terrace. Just imagine yourself, like when you remain inside the house, you are lying in your bedroom in the bed and suddenly it starts raining. हल्की हल्की बारिश होने लगती है. What do you feel? You feel the sound of the raindrops. Okay, how do you come to know that it is raining? You hear the sound of the raindrops. Then what thoughts come in your mind? What do you think? Okay, similarly, the same case arises with the poet. Once upon a time, the poet, that is Poetess Kinney, he was lying in his bedroom in a bed and suddenly it started raining. Okay, and as it started raining, he had heard the sound of the raindrops through his rooftop. And as he was hearing the sound, he started thinking a lot. He just go back to his past, जो अपने past में चले जाते हैं, and a lot of memories come in his mind and he start thinking about his past. And then it also says that poem praises the healing power of the nature's rain. Like this is the rain by which you can overcome your sadness. Okay, if you are sad but after watching the rain, somehow your sadness becomes low and you become happy. So similarly, let us read the poem and study. So after completing the central idea, let us start the poem. As previously only I told you that we will study the poem paragraph wise. So total there are 3 paragraphs in the poem. Here comes stanza 1. Okay, we will study line wise and we will come to know the meaning of the particular line and particular paragraph. What the first line says, first 2 lines says of this paragraph written by Poetess Kinney, that is, when the humid shadows hover over all the starry spheres. Okay, what does it mean? First of all, I request you all to pick out the pencil. Okay, previously I told you, pick out the pencil and write down the word meaning in the book. See, humid shadow means clouds. Okay, humid shadows refers to black clouds. Hover means to hang, latakna, hang. Okay, then starry spheres. See, you can look at here, starry spheres refers to stars. Now, let me give you the explanation of these 2 lines. What these 2 lines say is, like you people, when you go outside in the night, what do you see in the sky? You see stars in the sky full of stars. Okay, what happened when these stars become invisible? You people have also noticed that when these stars become invisible, what is there in the sky? There is a huge and dark clouds in the sky. Okay, so when the stars become invisible, there is a huge clouds in the sky. These black and dark clouds are the sign that it is going to rain. Okay, this was the explanation of the first two lines. Let us see the third line. And the melancholy darkness gently weeps in rainy tears. Now, what is the meaning of melancholy? See, I have mentioned on the board, melancholy means sad. Okay, like what these lines says that as you also know that darkness always shows a sign of sadness. अंधेरापन किस चीज को शो करता है? Sadness को, right? So similarly, what the night? Okay, when the night is covered with the stars and when these stars become invisible, okay, when these become invisible, there is a huge clouds in the sky. There is a dark clouds in the sky by which the whole sky becomes dark, and this dark sky makes the poet very sad. Poet को क्या कर देती हैं? Sad कर देती हैं. These dark clouds make the poet sad, and hence also as there is a dark clouds in the sky, it is sure that it will rain. And as it starts raining, the poet has compared the raindrops with the tears of the human eyes. Like when the human being becomes sad, they start crying, right? Similarly, the clouds, when there is a dark clouds in the sky, it rains, and hence these raindrops are compared to the tears of the human eye. Okay, what a bliss to press the pillow of a cottage chamber bed. Bliss, what is the meaning of bliss? Here I have mentioned here, bliss means joy or happiness, you can say. Bliss means happiness. And cottage chamber bed, cottage chamber means a bedroom, a small house where you have a short bedroom and you are lying on a bed. Okay, so what poet is saying that although the hotel now, till these four lines, the situation was quite sad. The scene was quite sad. Why? Because it was completely dark, the sky was completely dark and it started raining, and these rains are compared to the tears. But now what he is saying that there is only one option to convert this sadness into happiness. सिर्फ एक ही option है to convert this sadness into happiness. How? To just press the pillow in your bed. Like you people, the poet, he himself was lying in a bed. Okay, as I told you in the previous, in the central idea, he was lying in a bed. Like you people also lie in a bed and just feel the raindrops. What it has been mentioned, the poet feels happy after pressing the pillow, and he says that what a bliss, what a happiness to press the pillow in lying in a short bedroom of a small house. Okay, now last two lines says, and lie listening to the patter of the soft rain overhead. What is the meaning of patter? Patter means a sound of music, sorry, a sound of rain. Okay, so what it has been mentioned that it is a happiness for me to hear the sound of a rain which is falling on the rooftop of my house. Okay, overhead means above. So what he is saying that I feel very happy after hearing the raindrops, after pressing the pillow and lying on my bed and hearing the raindrops falling on the roof. Let me give you the whole explanation once again of the first paragraph. What it has been mentioned, generally what we see in the sky at night, when we go outside at night, we see the sky is completely filled with stars. Okay, it is a starry sphere. But what happens when these stars become invisible? When these stars become invisible, there is a huge clouds in the sky. Okay, as it is a huge clouds and dark clouds in the sky, it is a sign that it is going to rain very soon. Okay, by this the poet get very sad after watching the darkness. Okay, अंधेरा देख के बहुत उदास हो जाते हैं. He feels very sad after watching the darkness, and hence as it becomes dark, as the cloud becomes dark, as the sky becomes dark, it started raining. And as it started raining, the poet compared these raindrops with the tears of the human eye. Okay, and then he says that there is only one option to convert these sadness into happiness, and the option is to lie on your bed in your bedroom and just press the pillow through your heart and start feeling the patter, the sound of the rain which is falling from the sky from your rooftop. So this was the explanation of first stanza. Let us start the second. What second paragraph describes? The poet says, every tinkle on the shingles has an echo in the heart. Okay, first of all, underline this word tinkle. The meaning of tinkle is sound of a raindrop. Okay, means tinkle and patter are synonym. Okay, they have a same meaning, that is a sound of a raindrop. Shingles, underline this term. Shingles means rectangular tiles which are there in the roof of the house. Okay, like you can say in Hindi, khappar ka ghar. Okay, so I have mentioned one image here. You can imagine, you can see here, that is khappar. Okay, that is shingle. So echo, underline this word echo. Echo means repeating sounds. Okay, in Hindi you call it किसी आवाज का गूंजना. Okay, so what the poet says in these two lines is that as he was lying in a bed, okay, he was enjoying the sound of the rain which is falling on the rooftop. With the same, it has been mentioned that every sound which is falling on the shingle, which is falling on the rooftop of his house, is creating an echo in his heart and mind. Okay, the sound of the raindrop. Okay, जो आवाज आ रही है बूंदों के गिरने की, वो बार बार क्या बना रही है? इको बना रही है, गूंज रही है उनके दिमाग में भी और उनके दिल में भी. These voices are becoming an echo, creating an echo in the mind and heart of the poet. Okay, and 1,000 dreamy fancies into busy being start. Dreamy fancies, underline this word dreamy fancies. The meaning of dreamy fancies is imagination. Okay, imagination, like whenever we sit free, हम जब भी free बैठते हैं, whenever we sit free, a lot of imaginatory thoughts come in our mind. कहाँ का imagination चलता है? Maybe the imagination of future, maybe the imagination of past, right? A lot of imagination comes in our mind when we sit free. So as he was sitting, lying freely in the cottage chamber bed in his house, in the bedroom, okay, a lot of thousands of imaginations were coming in his mind, and he thought that these imaginations soon will become the reality. Okay, ये imagination बहुत जल्दी क्या बनने वाली हैं? Reality बनने वाली हैं. Then, and 1,000 recollections weave their own threads to woo. Recollection, see the meaning. Recollection means memories. Okay, also with the same, as it has been mentioned that thousands of imagination were coming in the mind of the poet. Along with that imaginations, there were lot of memories of the past which he was recalling. है ना, पुरानी यादें भी वो ताजा कर रहे थे. A lot of past memories were coming in his mind as he was lying in his cottage chamber bed and weave their air threads into woof. What does it mean? सपने बनना. Okay, the whole term refers to सपने बनना. So what he was doing, he's just thinking, he was just imagining and thinking that all these imagination would turn into reality, and also he was recollecting the memories of the past. As I listen to the patter of the rain upon the roof. All these things are coming in his mind when he hears the sound of the raindrops which is falling on the rooftop of his house. So now let me sum up this summary once again of this paragraph. What it has been mentioned in second stanza, the poet says that each and every drop of the rainfall which is falling on the shingles, which are falling on the roof of my house, just create an echo in my heart and in my mind. Also he says that with the same I, that is poet, okay, the poet I just create 1,000 of imagination in my mind, which in future I think that it will become reality. And with the same, a lot of memories of past also get recollected in the mind of the poet when he hears the sound of the rain falling in the rooftop of the house. After completing the second paragraph, let us study the third stanza. What the poet says in third stanza is, now in memory comes my mother, as she used in years agone. See, underline this term, memory comes means remember. Okay, like in second paragraph I already told you that as he was lying in a cottage chamber bed, he was recollecting thousands of past memories. Okay, now he remembers his mother. Who remembers? The poet. Okay, the poet is remembering his mother, which is who is died many years ago. See, it is mentioned she used in years agone. Agone means बीता हुआ समय. Okay, so she died many years ago and now he remembers his mother. Okay, when he is lying in his cottage chamber bed. To regard the darling dreamers, or she left them till the dawn. See, underline some terms. Regard, the meaning of regard is to observe. Okay, observe. Darling dreamers refers to sleeping children, the children who are dreaming. Okay, sleeping children. At means before. Okay, now let me give you the explanation of these two lines. What it has been mentioned that the poet when he was a child, okay, and at that time also it used to rain. भाई ऐसा तो है नहीं कि आज बारिश हो रही है, पहले नहीं होती थी. In each and every season it rains. So when he was a child and when there was a rainy season, at that time it was raining and he was sleeping. Who was sleeping? The poet. But he still remembers the feeling that when the children were sleeping in the house, the mother of Poetess Kinney, the poet, she used to come in the bedroom. She used to observe her darling dreamers. She used to observe her sleeping children. Okay, and she used to observe her children through the whole night till the morning. Why? Because she knew that in the next morning she is going to die. So she wanted to see the faces of her children. So for the whole night she was watching the faces of her darling dreamers. Oh, I feel her fond look on me as I listen to this refrain. Now what the poet is saying that when I was a child, it was a rainy season, it was raining. The same memories come in today's time. What he says that at that time also it was raining and my mother was beside me, and now also it is raining. I can feel the sound of the raindrop falling in the rooftop, and I think that my mother is still beside me looking at me. Okay. After hearing the sound of the rainfall, which is played upon shingles by the patter of the rain. Means how is he able to hear the sound of raindrop? Why? Because these raindrops are falling on the shingle. Shingle means khapar, remember. Okay, all these raindrops are falling on the shingles of the rooftop by which he is going to hear the sound of the rainfall. Let me sum up this paragraph once again so that it may be clear in your mind. What the last paragraph says that as the poet was lying in a cottage chamber bed in a small bedroom, okay, he's thinking about lots of past memories, a lot of imagination. The first memory comes in his mind is the memory of his dead mother, okay, who is not alive now. He's thinking about his mother, and he also says that when I was a child and wherever there was a rainfall, my mother used to come in front of us to watch her darling dreamers, to watch us, okay, when we were sleeping. So as today is a rainfall, as today it is raining, I can consider that my mother is just standing beside me looking towards me. And why I can feel this? Just after listening to the sound of the rainfall which is falling on the shingles, which is falling on the rooftop of my house. So this was the explanation of the poem, that is The Rain on the Roof, written by Poetess Kinney. I suppose you understood it. I hope that you understand it. And one more thing I would like to tell you, you just relate this poem with yourself. Like nowadays also it is raining, and you people must have been sitting freely and enjoying the rainfall. So what thoughts come in your mind? Similarly, the poet was sitting freely and he was thinking about his past memories. So this was all about the chapter. Go through it, study it, and note down each and every important thing mentioned on the board. Thank you.